At Chevron, we pride ourselves on providing affordable, reliable, ever-cleaner energy for people around the world, powering our daily lives and enabling human progress. Within the U.S., Chevron owns a complex network of energy production, transportation, and processing and refining infrastructure that allows us to deliver energy and its products domestically and globally. A strategic part of this system is our deepwater Gulf of Mexico oil and gas production, pipelines and terminals, supply and trading operations, and Pascagoula, Mississippi refinery, forming our unique Gulf Coast value chain. A value chain describes how we find, develop, and transport energy and turn it into a product delivered to the end user. It covers all aspects of our business. Each step in the process is a link in the chain. Optimizing how those links function together enables efficient operations and higher returns for the overall enterprise. The Gulf Coast value chain is one of the most mature and integrated value chains at Chevron. We've had upstream and midstream operations in the region for the better part of a century, and have operated the Pascagoula refinery, Chevron's largest, since 1963. The Gulf Coast Value Chain Optimization, or VCO team, was launched in 2022 to champion short and mid-term optimization plans, steward enterprise margin improvement opportunities, and increase transparency to support value chain decision-making. The Gulf Coast value chain has delivered more than $90 million in incremental value across the businesses since 2022. We've since accelerated our efforts through teaming and bringing together the whole value chain to better understand trade-offs, interdependencies, and opportunities to improve margin. The value chain journey, and that of an energy molecule, begins well before the drill bit hits the rock. The Gulf of Mexico business units, exploration and appraisal, and land teams are tasked with acquiring prospective deepwater oil and gas leases through lease sales or from other operators. However, drilling on that acreage is years in the making. E&A examines geologic and geophysical data to pinpoint potential reservoirs of oil and gas thousands of feet beneath the ocean floor. If a prospect is deemed potentially commercial, exploration drilling commences to target the oil and gas reservoir. If a commercial discovery is made, then appraisal drilling commences to assess the size of the resource. Our major capital project and asset development teams determine the best way to develop a successful oil and gas discovery, which includes a range of options, such as building a new production hub or linking the reservoir to an existing facility. GOMBU's operations teams currently operate 5 offshore platforms: Petronius, Blind Faith, Tahiti, Bigfoot, and Jack St. Malo. And GOMBU is in non-operated assets with co-owners on 8 other Gulf of Mexico facilities. In 2023, our Gulf of Mexico assets averaged about 200,000 barrels per day of oil equivalent production. Once oil and gas leave the offshore facility, in-house supply and trading teams are responsible for selling that production to market. GOMBU produces crude oil, natural gas, and natural gas liquids, including 6 different crude grades that are sold in 4 primary markets across Texas and Louisiana. Our crude supply and trading teams play a critical role in ensuring that our equity system is supplied and that barrels flow to markets with the highest sales price. In addition to trading equity volumes, the team also buys and sells third-party production, aggregates volumes for refinery supply, and blends different crudes to create higher value barrels. The natural gas team sells gas into Gulf Coast and East Coast markets that is used across sectors, including industrial and residential. They also supply natural gas to our Pascagoula refinery for use in its operations. The natural gas liquids team in gas supply and trading primarily sells products, including propane and butane, into the Louisiana markets, where those products have a variety of uses, including in the petrochemical segment. All Gulf of Mexico production is moved onshore to markets through pipelines that cover hundreds of miles crisscrossing the region. Around 75% of GOMBU's production flows on pipelines in which Chevron Pipeline and Power or CPP, has an ownership stake. This is another unique advantage of the Gulf Coast value chain. Some of the production that flows on these pipelines is transported through our Empire terminal, which is a key asset in the value chain. Empire provides optionality and flexibility to respond to a rapidly changing market. From Empire, volumes can be moved directly to the Pascagoula refinery across Chevron's Cow Key pipeline, moved into other markets across Louisiana, or even exported to international markets and buyers. In 2022, around 30% of the 350,000 barrel per day Pascagoula refinery's crude slate was supplied by GOMBU's offshore facilities and flowed through CPP assets. This is a big shift from a decade ago, when almost no GOMBU equity supply was processed at Pascagoula. Pascagoula produces refined products ranging from gasoline to jet fuel and diesel. Those products are sold across distributive areas that include the southeastern U.S. as well as Latin America. In addition to typical refined products, Pascagoula has one of the key base oil plants in the U.S. Base oils produced in the refinery are used in finished lubricants and supplied to Chevron's lubricant plants globally. The refinery also provides feedstock for our chemical plants. Thanks to the more than 3,000 dedicated Chevron personnel and well-positioned assets, the Gulf Coast value chain will play a critical role in the coming years in helping Chevron meet growing energy demand efficiently and cost-effectively.